So I make videos to help make manifestation more relatable, understandable. I know what it's like to struggle. I've been on this journey for 9 years of learning about manifestation and conscious creating and understanding that it's a lot simpler than people make it, especially people that are trying to sell you a program. It's essentially calling back your power and becoming aware of what it is that you're creating. So I want to talk about quantum leaps. I didn't understand what that meant. Somebody said, you got a quantum leap. And I'm like, what in the world does that mean? Does it mean I have to meditate and pray and hold my breath and jump up and down 3 times? I really struggled. I got books on it, manifestation books, watched videos, quantum leap and quantum jump. It's so easy. And I'm like, I don't understand. So I want to share something that helped me put it in a different perspective. When I realized the fact that we are always moving and shifting states, we're always in whatever awareness creates our reality around us. So if we're walking around talking about negative things that are happening, how you feel about somebody in a certain way, then you're going to get more and more of that. Sometimes we're shifting subtly. Sometimes it's a big, huge jump. And I'm going to talk about that in a minute here about making big jumps. So when you're making those slight jumps, we're not always aware of what's happening. Maybe it's when you're having a really good day and things just keep getting better and better and better. And you're in that awareness that things keep getting better and better and better. And that's that shift and that jump that you're making. Because essentially there's no time. There is no past. There is no future. There's only the now. The past is a story, a memory that we create in our head that we're keeping alive. That event that was unfavorable, did it actually happen? Or is it something that you have to constantly remind yourself, or that you are reminding yourself that it happened and you're not able to move and shift to a different state because you're holding on to that memory, the anger, or whatever it is, you're feeling how you feel about somebody or whatever event happened in the past. And when I understood that I could drop that and select a new reality, because there's multiple versions of us. There's multiple realities that are happening all the time. One of my friends explained it to me. She's like, it's like a record and a record player. You're taking that record out and you're selecting a new one. You're not forcing that record to play a different song that it isn't aligned to, that it's not programmed for. You're not forcing that record to play your song that you want. You're just selecting a new song, a new record to play the song that it is that you desire. That helped me feel so much better, because I used to think you had to really work hard and convince somebody or convince the situation, whatever, really, really try hard and beg and plead, and that's just what needs to happen, when it's not. It's just creating a new reality. It's creating that new environment around you by becoming aware of what it is that you desire and selecting that reality. So myself, when I am in an unfavorable circumstance or situation that I don't particularly like, I personally have a way of making that big move and shift and jump. And this is the method that I use. I call it the amnesia technique, because I feel like you have to become aware first of what it is that you do desire and that you do want, and being clear on that, so that way you know where to go. But when you go into that relaxed state of relaxing and dropping everything from the past, everything, you're not holding on to anything. No anger, no resentment, no old stories, no something that happened to you when you were 5 years old and your cousin broke your beauty set that you got for Christmas. No, you drop it. And you create this story in your head of whatever it is that you desire, whether it's that you are the wealthiest person that you know, or that you are achieving that goal that it is that you desire, or that you're becoming the best at the skill that you really is your passion and your joy that you have. Whatever it is, become clear on that, because that's your guidepost that's going to help you make that shift. And I myself personally have seen crazy things happen with making large jumps, large quantum leap jumps. One time I came out into the living room, saw the vacuum, and realized that it was a completely different vacuum. I'm like, where is the white vacuum? And my family said, it's always been black. It's always been a black vacuum. And I'm like, it's not. I know it. I had to sit down for a minute because I was so shocked. I was like, I don't have a black vacuum. I have a white vacuum. I would know. Vacuum all the time. And when you start to become aware of that, you're like, oh, this is a game. This is fun. This is essentially like calling back your power, because then you're able to create and you're able to move and be that new version of whatever it is that you desire to be, that you don't have to fight it. You're just becoming alert of your awareness of what it is that you are creating in your mind, in your head, and calling back your power. So you don't have to worry, you don't have to fight, you don't have to be down and sad. Just call back your power, become aware of what it is you desire, and make that jump and shift. I personally offer help on my website, the one-on-ones for people that feel like they struggle with this, and that's something that I enjoy doing and I do in my everyday life, is helping people become more aware of what it is that they do desire. If that's something that you need. You don't need it, of course. You're just being here, becoming aware of this, you're going to get what it is that you desire. You're going to be able to move and shift. I just like to offer that because I know what it's like to need extra support. So I feel like having the awareness of taking back that power and knowing that that's normal, and bringing that awareness to it being normal, and that it's happening, and that people are aware of the shift in the movement that happens, it's an amazing thing, and to have that community. So if you feel like you've had a crazy thing like that and you want to share it in the comments, go for it. I had another story, tell another story here. I was telling my friend the other day, I was driving in my car and I had something that I was thinking about, feeling like, this is not what I want to be. This is not what I want to be at right now. And mentally in that mental state. And I'm like, this is where I want to go and this is what I want to be. And I was driving in my car. I didn't even close my eyes. I just became aware of that old and erasing it, and the new and making that solid, that is, I'm not going to take anything else but that is what my reality is. And I realized I had passed a landmark and that I was in the dark because I was driving down a road, and I see a light ahead, and I was coming up to that same landmark, that same building, and there wasn't another one on that road. It was another moment where I was like, oh my gosh, this is happening. Like, I already passed that once and I'm passing it again. But I do feel like when you become aware of that shift in movement that's happened, that you're going to become, that you're going to realize that happens more and more to you. So I like the idea of a community where you can share, and a source to have that you need, somebody to let you know, hey, you got this, you're okay, and you're going to become the best version of you. Just being here, watching this video, I know you are on the right path. That's my intention for you. I love seeing people take their power back and becoming aware of the amazing things that they accomplish. I see it all the time. I have amazing success stories with people in their everyday lives, and I am so glad you're here watching this video. So my intention is you have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video.